If you're looking for the perfect Easter gift, why not give an experience that will be sure to make lasting memories? Kathy Kennedy is here to tell us all about her Easter Bunny special and 3 new trips just added to the calendar. Kathy, thanks so much for being here.
Filling my basket up with all these brand new trips.
Yes, I love it. Can't wait to hear about it. But first I have to say, we have to discuss the elephant in the room, why you're so tan, because I'm very jealous.
Well, we just had a marvelous trip. We did actually it was 18 days total, 15 days that we were at sea. We left Miami through the Panama Canal. It was the first time I went all the way through the Panama Canal. We hit Costa Rica, Guatemala, Mazatlan, Cabo, and then into LA, did a little touring in LA. Yes, red eye back on Monday. Yes,
wow.
I'd like to be sleeping right now, but I'm a little on jet lag.
That's okay, but you're excited to talk about these new trips, right? And so let's start with the historic trains of the Old West. This is one that you're planning for in 2020, but now is really the time that people need to start thinking about packing those calendars and getting these trips.
Yeah, how we get these great deals and these things going on is getting that far out. And this is with Globus Family Brands. Now, you know Eric. He's coming back in for Travel Club at the 1st of May. So these trips are with Globus Family Brands, #1 tour company. Historic trains in Old West. Oh my gosh, my husband's ready to go. He's a little cowboy. But this one is out of Denver. We are doing some phenomenal, we've done a lot of the northern parks, but this one we actually have 3 trains on this one, and we're hitting some of those national parks in Colorado and New Mexico. And this is in June. Again, we got the Easter Bunny special booked by the end of April. We're going to give you an extra 10% off.
Wow, that's awesome. And there's kind of the route that you would do right there. And now, like we said, is the time to really sign up for these, because these fill up fast. And like you said, this is kind of a newer one that you guys haven't done before.
And here's the reason why, like this one's got an elevation of 9,600, but here's how this one actually started, and it really comes off this next tour. 2 years ago, we did this tour. I think we took like 40-some folks with us. And you know, I've traveled quite a bit.
Yes.
This is my best tour ever.
And when I first heard about this tour, I was thinking, please take me next time you go.
This is called Exploring the America Great Parks, and that was such a phenomenal tour, and it's up on the screen right now, is where it got the guys that went says, we want more like that, more like that, and that's where the historic trains in Old West came from.
Awesome.
So it's just amazing. If you have not done the Great American Parks, I honestly, guys, you know how much I travel. This was #1. We had like 40-some on this trip with us. It's an amazing, there is nothing that you don't touch, but more importantly is that I've never experienced it the way Globus presented it. And, and Kristen was probably one of the best tour guides that I've ever had. I'm going to try and get her back for both of these tours in 2020. This one we're actually doing in August and September, so a little bit better time actually when we did it. If we get enough on this one, I'm going back. I just loved it.
And I think what's great too, not only the dates, you're going to be seeing all these beautiful parks in the best weather climate, and also you're not rushing going to these. You have plenty of time to really take advantage, see all the different sites, and really take in the beautiful parks.
Here's the thing with parks now, the parks are starting to limit who can come in and not. And a lot of people say, well, I'll just drive out there and go in. You do not get. For example, when we were headed up to Crazy Horse, and I had no idea. This whole trip up.
Crazy Horse is in South Dakota.
Yes, it just went so quickly because she was playing the history. And everything that we would have been sitting in the park looking at, we already had when we landed. So we hit the ground running on every one of these parks. We had the history. She made it fun, lively. Guys, everybody come back. We've got to do this one again. So it's up for 2020.
Awesome. And of course, like you mentioned, kind of limiting the visitors. You guys take the guesswork out of all that. You make sure that you are able to go.
And you're in the best spots.
Yes. And so now let's talk about another thing, another one on my bucket list. Iceland.
Iceland, yes. Iceland, this one a lot of people have been wanting to do. This one is going in the very best time of the year, which is going to be in September. If you were a photographer, as you know, Iceland is one of the most photogenic places out there. So this one is up there again on all 3 of these tours. I'm not even going to try to pronounce where it's going.
No.
But on all 3
on a tour when you go there.
Yeah, this is a great tour. If you want more information on this, obviously they can call me. There's a 10% off if they book by the end of April. So call me. I can send them the agenda. We're getting these up on the internet. Iceland I put up this morning is up there. Parks are going up there. All of them will be up there this afternoon, so give me a call.
Awesome.
So
and those are all considered part of the Easter Bunny special. If you book by the end of
Yes.
the month, you get 10% off, which is wonderful. Also, real quick before we go, April 25th, you are having a next travel club meeting in Elizabethton, though, and you're going to be talking about the Viking River Cruise with Paris.
Well, that's a little different. That one is just going to be focused, just going to be a travel show, and it's just going to focus in on Paris and a trip with Viking River. We're doing 2 shows that day. Viking is going to be there. We're talking about the City of Lights. So if you want to come to Elizabethton on that side of town, it's from 1, and it's at 1 and 6 o'clock, I believe.
Yep.
And then Travel Club, that's where we got Globus coming in. He's going to be here on May the 2nd. This is a usual press room right behind, so got to be there 1 to 4 o'clock. Free.
Yeah, you can pick their brain about the trains of the Old West, about the exploring America's great parks, any of the other things that you've heard. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thanks again, Kathy, for coming.
Thanks.
We appreciate all the information. If you want to maybe go learn a little bit more about the Viking River Cruise with Paris for the City of Light, that's happening April 25th at 1 and 6 in Elizabethton. You can call that number if you have any questions. And also, don't forget about Travel Club happening May 2nd. Globus will be there. It's going to be in Kingsport. Give that number a call, or you can go online to exclusivecruisetravel.com.